Did you know the human brain contains over 1 trillion neurons, of which each connects to a minimum of 1,000 receptor sites, totaling 10,000 trillion calculations per second? With that computing power, that is the best systematic learning organization that we could possibly look at. But today we are going to look at the cutting edge learning organization, Google. We want to understand the key to unlock productivity, creativity, excitement, and empowerment across their employee base. We'll start with the origin of Google, look at their practices and their operating procedures, and conclude by exploring the frameworks and theories they've incorporated in their culture to create, innovate, and utilize their collective knowledge.
Google, an American technological company, is primarily known for its internet search engine. Currently, it has a net worth of $251 billion and is utilized in 83% of the global market. In addition to search tools, the company offers 271 products ranging from advertising services to operating systems. The story of Google began in 1995 at Stanford University when co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin embarked on a project to improve search engine results. Their mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful has been the driving force behind the organization's development. Google's philosophy differs from traditional organizations. In How Google Works, Larry Page explains that focusing on process impedes development and innovation. He says people stop thinking and instead just depend on the process to make decisions for them. Startups don't run on processes, they run on ideas, passion, and a common set of goals. So how did an organization that began with 2 people grow to dominate the global market and set the standards as a learning organization? By focusing on the way people work, Google has reinvented management methods and is now the hallmark of cutting-edge organizational learning practices.
Let's look at some of the findings from exploring Google's culture. Firstly, everything that is done down from the day-to-day systems, processes, and contributions to the organization's capacity is all through data, how they collect, interpret, and disseminate it. This goes down to the granular level where they figured out that it's 4 minutes is the optimal wait time to wait in a line. Google threw out the traditional business model and instead embraced an open culture. This is one where both employees and customers alike freely share their contributions and opinions. They look for incorporating risks in their work, experimentation, to design new products and services for their customer base. Google's offices will all look a little different, but they'll all operate from the mindset of high value in employee work-life balance. That might look different and be customized for different habits for each Googler. But the goal is for optimal functionality and offering an ecosystem to be able to thrive, empowering creation and innovation. As we look into the critical analysis of the organizational learning theories that Google applies, we see that, first of all, they have a mental model. This mental model is a community of inquiry. That is, leadership shows that learning is the core of who Google is. They also share the dialogue to their new joiners through a program called Googler to Googler, or G2G. You'll see that experimentation and innovation are the key, and that you have the freedom to share your opinion openly and to explore things that you're interested in. Google has this set up through Fix-Its, which are quick turnarounds where everyone shares their ideas, and the 20% rule, which is 20% of your time towards something that you find interesting and want to propose as a new solution. Google has moved away from opinions to identify and resolve issues through firefighting and proactively allow decisions to be data-driven. This allows for a deeper understanding of the issue through a double loop to identify the true cause. With data driving the results and the direction of where things go, opinions and personal attacks are removed. These micro-communities of practice are frequently monitoring what the data is telling them and where to identify these issues in a way that is psychologically safe for them to propose new ideas or try and experiment with new things in order to bring new services or new products. As you can see here, Google has over 270 plus products from this type of organization. With the frequent monitoring of this data, they're able to form multiple micro-communities of practice and with psychological safety, make data-driven decisions that with openness to failures and successes, which enables a productive reasoning as a platform for growth. Altogether, Google operates as one system, with the interrelations of all ports working together, from the individual to departmental to managerial, all understanding how one decision will affect the whole. This systems thinking enables an ecosystem to foster growth in the Google sphere.
One of my main goals in pursuing an EDD is to secure a leadership position at a school for students with mild to moderate disabilities. By implementing the key concepts and theories that Google utilizes to make their learning organization a success, I can apply evidence-based managerial ideologies that will allow me to lead others successfully. Companies such as Google, who engage in continuous innovation, typically adhere to the following 6 managerial principles: dynamic capabilities, a continuously changing organization, a people-centric approach, an ambidextrous organization, an open organization that networks with its surroundings, and a systems approach. One of the unique aspects of working for Google is that employees can engage in the 20% rule. As a new leader, I will provide regularly occurring opportunities for teachers to pursue individual research and interests on innovative instructional strategies, new curriculum, additional resources, and unique classroom management approaches. Like Google, I want my building to be the best school where teachers work and students learn. The learning culture of my building will reflect my philosophies about education, including inclusive instructional strategy, positive classroom management techniques, an understanding of appropriate child development stages, and a student-first mentality. Knowing I will need to lead by example if I want to have a positive impact on teachers and students, I will need to focus detailed attention on the overall efficiency of the educational system and the relationships I cultivate with all employees. The unique managerial philosophy that focuses on continuous development results in a system of employee loyalty, trust, and high engagement. By constantly implementing world-class designs and leadership techniques, Google has created a learning environment that positively supports ambition and rewards innovative thinkers.